Poison Darth Frog. Thank you for redeeming third as your third redemption for this stream and fully interrupting my typical hello process. Hello and welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're here. We're back. First things first after the third, which makes it first things second. Thirdly, Poison Darth Frog, pat yourself on the back. You are the first viewer to redeem first this stream. Now, being the third redemption of a third, I particularly enjoy that, but I also do need to point out that you were the last from last stream, which wasn't last week, but was last week, and you're also the current last and the first last. So right now you're last, and also you were last, and also you were first. 7? I always love it when I get a bunch of those redemptions all at once because they're very silly. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome in. It is so lovely to see you. I'm so sorry about missing last week. The weather was just trashy, trash winter weather. Welcome to Canada. And sometimes we have to choose safety. But I'm super happy to be back. Well, I'm happy right now to be back. We're going to see what this game does to me. With the mixed reviews on this game. But I'm still here and playing it. So thank you very much for being here. Hello, SNK. Hello, Poison Darth Frog. Hello, Plum. Thank you so much for redeeming word of the stream. Dr. Moosh. Now here's the thing, Plum. My brain immediately went Dr. Zhivago. And then later my brain went Dr. Mario, and now my brain is like, I don't actually know which doctor you mean, but Moosh is our bestest best friend, and so that's the most important part. Hello, it is lovely. Dr. Pepper, also an option. Not yet in the vein of something I had thought of, but also an option. Moosh is a Doctor Who! That's actually a fairly good point. And not a doctor that I had thought of. There's many doctors in this world, chat. And we're gonna write one of them down. Is it Doctor Who, Plum? Maybe there's another doctor that's a time traveler that I haven't thought of. Dr. Moosh. Feels a bit like a children's character from a show like The Polka Dot Door. Voila! Dr. Moosh, word of the stream. Thank you so much, Plum, for that suggestion. And for keeping our friend Moosh consistently so present, even when we don't get to name our horse that. So, welcome in, everybody. I hope you have had a wonderful last couple of weeks. I hope if there's been inclement weather near you, that you have been staying safe. And we're playing Twilight Princess. And Twilight Princess has been an interesting game for me because it definitely, as a game, has sections that I am really not enjoying. And we did one of those sections last week. And they are story sections. They're not optional. Conversations. I'm the doctor. Dr. Moosh? Yes? How did you guess? Listen. That's very funny. There are definitely sections of this game that I am not enjoying. There are sections of this game that I am enjoying. The story is very gripping, I would say, but it's not always pleasant. Again, if that makes sense, because you don't have to have a story be happy for it to be good. And so this story is definitely fairly stand out from the Zelda games that we have played thus far. But I have never played this game before, and so I did not see any of the twists coming so far, and I'm certain that there are going to be more twists because, like, genuinely, this game is just setting itself up for twists. And speaking of, we are approaching another twist in the story, which I am guessing is going to happen because we now have the equipment that we need to do the third dungeon, and typically in classic Zelda form. There's kind of 3 pre-dungeons that are the overt story of the game, and then something changes, and then there's a certain number of dungeons after that change, which are usually harder and which like serve the real story, if that makes sense. So if you compare this to A Link to the Past, you have to do the 3 dungeons that are like normal dungeons before you find out about the Dark World, and then there's something like 5 dungeons in the Dark World that you then have to do that are just like extra, because like initially the Light World was all that there was, but then you discovered the Dark World, and oh no, there's a whole other world that we have to fix too. And so this is probably going to be something similar. I don't know exactly what sort of twist, but I'm suspicious, because so far we're being told pretty bluntly that we're collecting magic armor, magic pieces of something that are like forbidden. And we're intending to use them to try to defeat some guy who's doing bad things. But, like, we don't have a lot of context for why they're forbidden, for who this guy is, for what's going on. I'm a little bit permission to use some dark humor. I mean, I hope so. I hope that there's permission for that. So, basically, I'm scared of this game. Mexico! It's your boy! Hello, how are you doing? I'm waiting. Yep, there it is. There's your redemption, just for you. Thank you so much, Mexico, for redeeming Let's Go to the Lobby, aka Eat Everything. For those who do not have the context of the stream, I have several redemptions that just involve me eating things, like hydrate or dehydrate, or those don't go by those names right now, but they do exist, or like feed me candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. And Mexico often redeems all of those. And so I made a redemption for a one-stop shop of just like all of them. So we're going to do those. It's dangerous to go alone. You should take your mom with you. Now, that being said, Poison Darth Frog. The Zora Prince probably could take his mom anywhere right now. It's not like there's any barriers to that. She can just kind of show up and hang out. Hello, Kate! How are you? I have to eat everything. But then I can go back to explaining the game. We got new clothes, and I'm probably going to take them off immediately. All over the place. Oh, a little bit same. I've been having quite the week at work. Oh no! Oh, that's really unfortunate. Yeesh. Yeah, that's rough. I recommend warmth and putting stuffed animals on your face and or lap, depending. I'm glad you're better today. I have snacks. I don't often treat myself to these, but I do love them. They used to be my favorite thing to buy out of a vending machine, and I very rarely bought them outside of a vending machine. So here's the story about hickory sticks, Chad. I genuinely believe, because of their shape, there's the experience of eating them feels like there's more snack per bag. I think they had better grammage or something like that, at least when I was in high school. And so if I was going to spend $1.25 on the vending machine in high school, I was going to get my money's worth. And so I almost always bought these because I really just felt like there was more in there. And I think that like the grammage of the bag probably backed me up. I just can't time travel back to like double check that. And that habit continued. Like hickory sticks, not only did I buy them from the vending machine at school, but when I started working part-time, I worked at a public library, and they had a vending machine in their break room, and they offered hickory sticks. And so I would always spend $1 because it was cheaper in the library than it was in my school. I would spend $1 and I would get a bag of hickory sticks and I would eat them on break. And that is the only context in my life in which I had ever eaten hickory sticks. Like that was not a snack that anyone else in my family liked. And so it's not a snack we ever had or bought for home or anything like that. And so it was only as an adult that I'm like, oh, I can just buy these at the grocery store. And the bags are very big. they're quite dense. There's a lot in here, and it takes me a long time to eat them, and so that's also very funny. You don't think that place exists anymore? Oh. Well, I'm sorry that it doesn't, but like, look, they're still the same. Do they have onion in them? Kate, they have onion powder. That's very disappointing. It's one of the ingredients in their seasoning. That makes sense. Unfortunately, allergies grow along with us. And what once was acceptable may not be. So Mexico, there's your dehydrate. Thank you for that. And then currently I think it's going by Elden Spring, formerly known as Sploosh, formerly known as Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. Yes! You made nachos with them? That actually sounds like a spectacular use of them. I hope you like them, Poison Darth Frog. They were very interesting, and so especially if you like the flavors that are presented as garlic parmesan, I'm sure that you will enjoy them. Speaking of things that I'm sure that I will enjoy, I still have a seasonal candy and a non-seasonal candy. Cheese? Actually, I feel like putting a good nacho cheese on those Doritos really would make them better. Kate, did you use matzo or did you use cheddar? I have to know. So these jelly babies, they're just making me giggle because we have Dr. Boosh sitting right up here. It's clearly a time traveler. Yeah, just jelly baby. Marble, okay. Valid. Apparently my chat is not lactose intolerant. This is what we're learning. So that's our non-seasonal candy. And then our seasonal candy, someone very gently reminded me, it is February. But the good thing about February is I can kind of get away with basically saying, hey, seasonal candy. It's chocolate. There you go. It just is. It's a brand, so I'm not very familiar with it, but it's Whitaker's and it's very smooth. Quite yummy. My favorite cheese and my favorite floor was Darth Frog. Yes. Still a balance depending on your level of lactose intolerance and also whether you have medication for it, because I think most of the people that I know who are lactose intolerant are probably 10 times more likely to use their medication to eat something that has cheese on it than to try to consume any other type of dairy product. That seems to be the one. And that is delightful. It makes my heart happy. Speaking of making my heart happy, chat, I do need to do another dehydrate for Poison Darth Frog, but just before I do that, and also before I start playing, because this is not why you're here. There's a game? What game? The game's ridiculous. I'm going to show y'all something that I built, which I think is delightful, and which I have been forgetting to show off, because I built this almost a month ago, and I keep just not putting it in frame. So let me show you. Let me show you without knocking anything over. I have a knockoff brand mini build bricks, otherwise known as not quite Lego. I have an assembled Master Sword and a Master Sword podium with, I think, Zelda the dragon around it, and there's like a little map of Hyrule on top of the pedestal, which is insane. Technically the sword glows in the dark. This is untested, because we don't really pay attention to it at night. Is it not so delightful, Plum? I love it. I love it so much. Literally, we bought this almost a year ago. And in order to get free shipping, we got other kits, which we like gave to people for Christmas. But like, we waited so long for this, and it's so nice. And it was also a lot of fun to do. It's delightful and thematic. And it came with a little side thing. It's got like a plaque that says it's the Master Sword. But you'll see why I like this so much when I show it to you. The plaque with the Master Sword comes with one of those guys. We just have a little Korok. He's flying. He's flying, and he's so little. So tiny. So that was the thing that I did about a month ago. And now I have, like, a sword that I can just pull out of nowhere with no context. Anytime I feel like it's happening. It's so small. It's so wee. And it's such a sword. And so that settles everything, basically, chat. We have to be the hero of time and or the hero of Twilight and or I don't know what the hero is in this game. But whatever it is, we're it. We've got the sword and everything. Okay, at this angle, it's actually quite hard to put away. I got it. We figured it out. We got there. In the kitchen, I'm the hero of time. So funny. Anyway, Poison Deathfrog, thanks for redeeming Dehydrate. I'm gonna snack on some more hickory sticks now that I have slightly less chocolate in my mouth. So I'm pretty proud of that, and I think it turned out beautifully. We're playing Twilight Princess. I'm here. We are technically kind of in between things right now, so the typical flow of this first portion of the game has been we're in Twilight, we have to catch a bunch of bugs in order to return light to the spirit of the area, and then the spirit of the area turns us back into a boy from being a wolf. This is a very complicated game to summarize, I'm realizing, and anyway, that's fine. And then we have to run around the same area now as a human this time, doing human things. And one of the things that we do as a human is we go through a dungeon, typically. That's been the flow so far. Sometimes we rescue children. Unclear. I think I have to save a prince this time. I'm forgetting a little bit what I'm supposed to do. Because it has been 2 weeks. And 2 weeks is a long time to try to keep track. Yummy. So the things that I know, because I definitely remember them. I have a new outfit. I'm wearing it on purpose so that you guys can see it. But I'm probably going to take it off. Because it's a yummy chip, yeah? I am glad you like it. Yeah. I'm going to stay in this outfit for a bit. Because we're not going swimming quite yet. We will go swimming at some point. Oh, well then I'm glad I left them on to remind you. I was also kind of trying to remind myself. I tend to forget a lot of things in between sessions. So I know eventually we're going to have to go to Lake Hylia. The dungeon is underwater there, and when we wear that cool new outfit, we can breathe underwater. And so that outfit plus the iron boots should allow us to complete the dungeon. There will probably be swimming sections. Not just walking around sections. I'm not sure yet. I haven't been there. Never played this game before. Not clear. But typically there's like in between content. I think. Did I already save the prince's life? I did, right? That was the caravan. Okay, so the other bit that I remember that was story related is the ghost of the dead Zora Queen, sadly, wanted us to help her son. But I think the reward for that was the pretty new clothes. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I helped her son already. That's good. That does mean I still kind of have to, Link's face and my face there were very similar. Hold on. That like sideways glance that he's doing where he's just like, am I forgetting something? Very me. Oh, horse. Hi, Moosh. So, I know I got new bombs. And I know I saved the kid. And so I have new clothes. But typically, you get either access to a new portion of the map or you get new skills. And so each time you have like a reset point, you have the ability to explore more. Oh my gosh, why is Hyrule Field so big? Why is Hyrule Field so big? Why are all 3 of these sections Hyrule Field? Death Mountain, okay, sure. That is not still Hyrule Field. You are incorrect. And this is Kakariko. I'm not sure what we're necessarily going to find, but I know I've missed at least 2 bugs. Because typically we've been finding bugs in partners. So there's like a male and a female version of the bug. And we can find them both at the same time during the game. And I found a grasshopper and a phasmid, but only in one gender. And so I have to find the other gender. And I probably skipped at least 2. And like, they're bugs, chat, but they are a collectible item, which means I kind of have to find them. And so I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking for some bugs, I think. I'm not entirely sure where. Am I making a bug arc? I don't know. I haven't been given a reason for this yet. They were just shiny. And so I picked one up. And then when I picked one up, I became aware that it was a collectible. And if there's gonna be a collectible, I'ma collect it. Which part of Hyrule Field am I in right now? This feels quite familiar to me, but I don't remember where I found the phasmid or anything. I never remember where I find anything, chat. Now I have a mini-map that is extremely complicated. Hold on. Oops, sorry, Epona. I'm not actually trying to anything. I'm trying to make my mini-map be helpful. It is not working. So that's Hyrule Field, that's Hyrule Field, this is Hyrule Field. It's just everything is Hyrule Field. Everything is Hyrule Field, chat. It's not even telling me properly about the lake anymore. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm going... Like... I'm kind of feeling like this is not necessarily going to be a very useful... Whee! I can run faster than you can. Ooh, right, I blew those up. When I picked it up, I became aware that it was a collectible. This is the problem. You know this is the problem. I didn't even intend to pick it up necessarily. Wait. Okay, now I was seeing things. I didn't even intend to pick it up, but I found it. And as soon as I found something, well then. What? There's a Goron over there. Interesting. I very much doubt that I can do anything with this right now. However, nope, he's just kind of there. Whoo! That gives me vertigo. Okay, absolutely not. Thank you, we're done. I think I always want nachos. It's a constant, like, permanent craving. I was about to say, why is there like a gin on a magic carpet? But then I remembered that's actually what it looks like when there's a portal. Like, the bugs usually are somewhere, right? They're not just nowhere. Like, they're not gonna be... Ugh, those annoying things. Are we cut off again? Am I in just a different... Like, this field has a lot of holes in it. Okay. I forgot that I'm not playing Ocarina of Time. I've had this discussion a couple of times, I think, chat. But just as a reminder, in case you have forgotten, much like myself, the controls for the horse are, like, different. Oh, come on. Ugh. I am happy to destroy you. Thank you. Once I remember how destroying things works. If it were nighttime, it would probably be easier. I remember finding something. Ugh! Oh my gosh. How do I hurt these? Great. Okay. Fabulous. Oh! Oh my gosh. This game will not let me rest. Oh my gosh. Okay. Apparently I'm getting back on my horse due to this being utterly ridiculous. I'm just trying to walk around, chat. There's so much Hyrule Field. I feel like this is one of the areas where I, like, didn't get both, because I remember going across the big bridge. And then I went across the big bridge. Not seeing anything in this area. Or in this area. Okay. Well, that's fine. Maybe. George Ferris Jr., the inventor of the Ferris wheel, and Franz Weisenhofer, who patented the merry-go-round, never had the chance to meet. They moved in different circles. Ah! That is quite a fun fact. Well done. So what I know is the golden bugs, they are shiny. That is easier to spot at night than it is to spot during the day. And so I know they're shiny, and I also know that they make a little bit of a sound. I don't know if this is the way that I want to go around. Probably, actually. Assuming that the dude isn't going to try to kill me on this bridge again. Oop. Hold up. Interesting. Never mind. We cannot go that way. Coffee. Okay. So that right there. I can see it.
Settle down, Beavis just resubscribed for 55 months. Kappa.
Oops. Oh, come on. Sad bar. So that is what a golden bug looks like. It's on the ground under my horse now. I think I found this one already. Yeah. That's a phasmid. And so, no. I'm trying to get back on my horse. So done, Beavis. It is lovely to see you. What a shiny face. There we go. There we go. 55 months? Have I been streaming that long? That is intense. Okay. I am going to look up where this silly little bug is. I'm going to look up where all of these silly little bugs are because the bug hunting is not fun. I have time blindness. It's meaningless. It's a weird soup. Even longer than 55 months feels impossible because my brain is telling me 52 weeks is a year. And it's not related to anything. Good job, brain. You're doing so well tonight. Only 2 more work days to go this week. I really appreciate you, Beavis. Thank you so much for the 55 whole months of resubs. That's true. I don't get affiliate immediately. Okay. Golden bugs. That's very funny. Okay, so I think I have the beetles and the pill bugs. 1 second. Bugs. I have ants, I have beetles, and I have pill bugs. Good. So I did 3 things right. I am supposed to have found both grasshoppers, both phasmids. And now I'm supposed to be able to find mantises and dragonflies. So I am missing 6 bugs, chat. Help me here. Is this one male or female? I don't know which symbols are which. Who knows which one is which? Snug as a bug in Link's pockets. You knows which one is this, Kate? Arrow is male. Human is female. Stick figure is female. Perfect. So I have male, but not female phasmids and grasshoppers. Great. Perfect. Okay. I don't know what that means. So this is a real problem that I'm having, chat, that I imagine is going to continue to be a problem. Even if I look up a walkthrough for these, I don't know what they're talking about. Legolas stick figure is girl. Thank you, years of Pokemon. I honestly have never known. That sounds like accurate analysis, Beavis, and my brain is insistent that stick figure is male because that's how I draw stick figure. I don't know this location. Chat, who knows? So I am in the Eldon province. Okay, that's helpful. But it doesn't tell me what anything is. How do I know what the Bridge of Eldon is? Is that where I am? Northern end on the west wall. No, that's we. Northern end on the east wall of the Bridge of Eldon. Is okay. If I need the northern end, I think I'm on the wrong side. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go around for that one. This is very, very silly. Meanwhile, hold on. The grasshopper is in the northwest corner of the area of Hyrule Field north of Kakariko. Okay, well I am in the area of Hyrule Field north of Kakariko, but I'm in the northeast side. This is trash. You did have to word that very carefully. Oh, I see glowing. I see glowing. Okay, well, I am very busy, you silly things. I need you to stop scaring the grasshopper. Oh, come on. Fighting these things is extremely annoying. Okay. Put away. No, do not come back. Ugh, why is it running away? Ah! Okay, I think I have to hit it with a boomerang or something. Right? No. No. These things are extremely annoying to me because I am just trying to pick up a bloody grasshopper. Thank you. Was this worth it? No one knows! Anyway, I'm fine, chat. It's supposed to be a kid's movie, but that sounds terrifying. Why? Yes, Epona, we can leave now. Probably. So, I don't know. I feel like I have to go the long way around. Okay, so where's my collection at now? So I still don't know how to do the other I don't know where the other phasmid is, but I found the first phasmid. Okay, so I found the first phasmid. The other one apparently is on the other side of the bridge that I can't get to right now. And so then I have mantises, which are near the Great Bridge of Hylia. And I think the Great Bridge of Hylia is the thing that, like, is this one? Because it's near... Like, I think that's the Great Bridge of Hylia, because it's the Great Bridge that goes over the lake. Oh yeah, I have to go speak to the wolf again. Okay, this is valid. So, Great Bridge of Hylia is one of them. And then Zora's River and Zora's Domain is the other. So, this is going to be fun. Where's the bad Bridge of Hylia? Listen, Kate. We don't talk about the bad Bridge of Hylia. It's a disappointment to its parents. Apparently. I think anything that isn't made of flesh and looks like it's made of flesh is probably very unsettling. A puppet seems like a terrible thing to do that to. Can I portal? Yes, I know that. You're not headed for that. You think we're headed for that. Oh my gosh, chat. I'm gonna have to figure out how to navigate Hyrule Field. This is terrible. I have not been doing a very good job in this game with, like, oops, game geography, like where I am at any point in time. I actually have been finding it quite confusing. But at least we have our friend Moosh. Okay. I think we go this way. Yes. Maybe. Yay! Good job, Moosh. No! I do not want to fight you. Extremely annoying pterodactyl. Oh, oh, oh. This is new. I don't know where I am or where I'm going. But I'm near-ish the lake. Yes? I am near-ish the lake. Whoops. That isn't quite what I meant to do, but, ugh. Why are there so many things trying to kill me? Okay. Did any of the things follow me? They did not. So I think I am at the Great Bridge. Oh, shoot. It's daylight again. I don't really want it to be daylight again. That is a lot of corvids. Like, that's a lot. I bet they don't like me. There's so many. I don't like that I can't properly, like... I have upset them. Yes? Nope. Okay, they just kind of ignore me. How nice. Oh, I see a bug. There we go. I got a mantis. Okay. Oops. Rude. Okay. Okay. So that was one of the mantises. That was the boy mantis. Okay. So the other one is supposed to be on this side. So that's silly. Because I already looked. I'm upsetting all the corvids. I don't know where she is. But the walkthrough describes her as being south. Is this tree dropping bugs on me? Absolutely not. No, thank you. Never. Okay, this is a whole separate bridge now, though. I hear it. There she is! Oh, come on. So that's the thing. Not only can you see them because they're shiny, but it also, like, it sounds like glitter. You can, like, hear sparkly noises when you're near them. I don't know what the goo is, but I would like to avoid the goo. Okay, so that's quite nice. I really wish that I could warp to Zora's domain. Where? Because it's like up the river, and I don't know how to get up the river. Nope. Uh-oh. For now, we go. Because there's ways down, right? Do I have to go through the weird house? This is, I think, a thing that has been a struggle for me with Twilight Princess, which has been less of a struggle in many previous Zelda games. I explained this briefly, and I'm gonna, like, revisit it. The, like, overworld travel in this game is a huge struggle for me. Like, I have a mini-map, and I have a big map, and I am not getting the information that I need from either of these maps. Like, when I look at this mini-map and it's showing me all of these little, like, blobs of Hyrule Field, and then I open the big map and it doesn't match because I actually need to, like, zoom out and also go here and, like, also go here. Like, why, what the and so, like, so little of this is clear to me in terms of, okay, so Zora's River all the way up there. Like, so little of this is clear to me in terms of, like, how do I get there? And what does it look like when I try? Like, the visual elements of, oh, I need to get to there, I just go here. Like, it's so much more vast, and I'm not tracking it well. And I know that's a me thing, because I don't do directions very well. Like, that's not a game thing. It's just, like, the overworld concept is open enough. Debugging stream. Yes. The overworld concept is, like, just complicated enough that it's past my ability to understand, and so I am getting lost quite a lot. But I think I have to go up Zora's River to get the other bugs. Or two of the other bugs, I suppose. Zora's Domain. Zora's River next to Isa's shop. This is how you felt playing Borderlands 4. It makes the promises of being open world, but the terrain is so disjointed that just trying to get from north to south is way more complicated than it should be. That is very disappointing, and apparently Plum could go on quite a long rant about it. Yeah, that's not dissimilar to this feeling. And this was my experience as well. Like, even as I'm reading the walkthrough that's telling me exactly where this bug is, it's like, okay, go to South Hyrule Field. I just want to point out, chat, this whole thing, what is pictured here, every section of this is called Hyrule Field. Which south? What do you want from me? Where am I supposed to go? Very unclear. Okay, so this is how I got up. I wonder if I'll be able to get down. Because, like, I climbed into a cannon and it shot me up here. That's how I got out. How do I get back? Do I literally pick up a chicken and jump? Because he feels like a mini game, but... yeah, I think those are my options. I'm not even sure I 100% understand how I'm supposed to get up Zora's River as a, like, person. I'm wondering if I should try to do the wolf first. Because if I do get down, that's also closer to where I'm supposed to be for the dungeon. And so maybe I should first try to talk to the wolf as a human and learn something. Because the wolf I remember. I am trying to get to Zora's River and Zora's Domain, which I believe I get to from the lake. The last time I did it, I was a wolf, and I had an evil bird that was flying me, and I don't get to do that anymore, and so I'm not actually sure what the process is. Wolf. Wolf. Wolf friend. Oop. That guy is shooting me with fire arrows. Which is a very ridiculous choice. But it's okay. Okay, we're gonna cutscene first. It's the Twilight Princess of Borderlands. Hi, puppy! No, don't attack the puppy! Link, you're being silly. The puppy is our friend. Okay, now you can attack the evil skeleton. Sorry, the good skeleton, who is also our friend. It's far too early to relax, chat. To steel yourself for the forthcoming battles against more powerful foes. Sure. I don't remember the shield attack right now, chat. I don't remember. I remember I can bump him. Chat, who remembers the actual things I need to push in order in order to do this. Oops. That's okay. It's totally fine, Plum. Please go to sleep. I will make choices. I'll be fine. You have yourself a wonderful rest, please. Bye, chicken, and without any bordered lands annoying you. It's the only button you have. It might be A. Okay. Oh, nope. That's it. It's ZR. Which is which one? Great. Sure. I really don't think I am, dude. You have way more faith in me than I do. The back slice. Let it be hewn into your mind. Apparently. Oh my gosh, he's non-corporeal. I don't think I've realized that before. When it did the pan around, there is nothing inside this armor, chat. The dude's got a face, but he does not have a body. Okay, so. Because I remember we were using the shield bump to make the Gorons, like, a huddle. And so this is if we run into someone with armor. And if we do, what do we do? Ah, it's because they're bad at it. Target, press A while jumping. Okay. I've seen it. Nope. Nope. This is not what I am trying to do. Yep. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, Link. How about you stop sucking and actually start... Okay, what is this game's definition of left and right? This is a genuine question, because I am holding on my control stick right, and then I'm pressing the A button, and he's behaving like I'm asking him to backflip or front attack, which tells me that I think the left and right is in reference to which direction his face is facing, which requires me to do recalibration, mental, like 3-dimensional modeling while I'm fighting him. And if that's actually necessary, chat, we're gonna be here for a long time, because I can promise you, I do not have this ability, and so they better make it easy. Judge Guys of Tears since 2026. I don't know. He's not swinging at me. So if I, like, nope. Oh, that was it. Hold on. He did the thing. Nope. That's not what I'm doing, Link. What? My dude. No? What part of that was forward? Ugh, like he's doing it. It's when he does the little roll. And then what do I do? Because swing your blade while jumping, I'm pretty sure I have to do the forward A? Okay. This is utterly ridiculous. That was not it, apparently. That was also not it. I'm not surprised by that one. Nope. Link, what are you doing, baby? Like, I'm getting behind him? Like, he did the little switcheroo where he, like, rolled. Turn boss battles into square dances. That is extremely funny. Target the enemy. Jump sideways twice, followed by pressing A after the roll to hit the enemy in the back. Okay. I'm getting two different directions. Because the one bit, I'm literally opening a walkthrough because I cannot be bothered. The one says, oh, either jump left twice or jump right twice. And then the same walkthrough also says, jump once and continue to hold in that direction to get the roll. And those are two different things, chat. And also not accurate. So, chat, I'm holding right. I jump to the right. I continue to hold. He is not doing the thing he is supposed to do. Nope. Link. Babe. Nope. Link. Babe. What are you doing? Like, the concept of what is right, like, because the problem is I can get behind him. That's not the problem. I have wandered around this dude twice. The problem is that the actual attack he is trying to teach me requires that I press A at a specific time after Link has done that weird roll. I recognize that weird roll because that weird roll was in Wind Waker. But that weird roll didn't require me to be capable in Wind Waker. It just required that I press a button. Turn around and take a swing. Give that guy a stabbing thing. I would square dance to that. I'm gonna be here for years, chat. Years. I do not understand what the game wants from me. Because when you are targeting an enemy, that like locks your camera into swing mode. And so what is left and right? It's vibe based. And so he keeps front flipping and back flipping when I'm like, sure, okay, I've got a weird angle, but I thought it was right for him. And then sometimes it is right for him. And sometimes it's not right for him. Anyways, here's the question. This button? Options. Hold on. I don't think. Okay. Sure. Okay. Nope, it's not better. Okay, so chat. We're gonna try to do this in a what? Press right. Nope, he backflipped. Press right. The problem with this is the concept of a circle, chat. Nope. 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 All of the things he is doing are not the thing I'm trying to do. It's okay if you don't believe me, but the controls are absolutely based on reference points. So if I go right, at a certain point, I have stopped moving right and I've started backing away from him. You see that, right? Like, I press right and now I'm backing up. And so when you are dealing with the reference point of an enemy, dude, what ails me is your camera, your targeting system, your everything about this game. So like, I am not changing what my finger is doing at all. And Link is moving from circling around the enemy to eventually just backing away. Okay, so that tells me you have a specific point of reference that my directional stick is like circling around. And so that means if I have moved to the right, I then need to change my directional stick to keep moving to the right around an enemy. Otherwise, I will just start backing away from that enemy. And that is not going to teach me the backslice, because the point of the backslice is I'm trying to get behind the enemy with a little roll. But what? To what? What doesn't want me to change it to? Nothing is making sense about this. Then, while tilting, press A to repeatedly jump left. I am repeatedly jumping left. That's a good question. Let's look. I don't want any of those. No, that's when I'm dealing with a ranged weapon. That has nothing to do with the camera. What's a motion control? Is that letting me aim? I do not think so, Poison Dart Frog. Unfortunately. Oh, come on. Like, I can get behind him, and I could totally jump attack him from the back, but that's not the move. He did it, and I don't know how he did it. What did I do? What did I do? Nope. 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 Left. You are interrupting me at a very bad time at this point, my dude. Target. Right. 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 Nope. Apparently he thought that was forward. Sure. Right. Right. Why are you stopping and speaking to me halfway through my attempt to do that? How do I get him to roll, chat? Because that is step one. I need to consistently be able to get him to roll. And if I cannot do that, then I will never learn the timing on when during that roll I'm supposed to press A. I have never made him roll on purpose. I don't know what's causing it, which means I do not have an option. This is absurd. No, not what you were doing. Nope. Okay. Nope. Nope. I wish I could make him speak faster because it is not helping me. What, like, double tap? Double tap? Maybe? Hold on. What? What did I do? Okay, so double tap. And then what? Why is it not hitting him? So, you might have noticed, I opened this stream with, this game gets mixed reviews. So let's discuss. The game is very pretty, except for the people. Don't look at the people. And except for the abominations that are the enemies. Don't look at those either. It's very pretty if you ignore those two incredibly important features. But don't worry about that. Let's ignore it. The story is really fascinating and quite gripping, except for when it's horrifying and it's giving you nightmares. We won't look at those. Just put that to the side. Just shove that under the rug. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I love wandering around the map. Wandering around the map is so fun. But wandering around the map when you have a specific destination in mind, no longer fun, because I can't figure out where to go. And so again, this was okay, and then it twisted into the fighting is trash. And anyone who says the fighting is not trash has been playing different games for their entire lives than any game that I have ever played. I am not saying that you can't be good at it, and I am not saying that it doesn't have similarities to other games that might have fighting mechanics. I am saying it bears no resemblance to a Zelda game. Okay. Okay. I understand how to make him roll now. But I don't understand how to get him to hit him. So the actual control chat, this is very interesting. What it means is that you double tap jump while holding either left or right. It doesn't mean you jump twice. You are supposed to double tap the jump button. I would suggest that is a very different action selection. Why is it not working from a perspective of the hitting? And so this is my next thing that I have to figure out. The fighting in this game is so trash. I am not quite behind him enough. Maybe I am supposed to wait for him to attack me. Nope. Link, babe. Link, babe. I also don't know if I'm supposed to do the strike by just pressing A, by pressing forward in A, which is typically what's required for a jumping strike, or by doing something else that is magically hidden. Like, I haven't... Ugh. Link! No! Why is he doing jump strikes when I'm holding right? And why is he not doing jump strikes? Like, what? What does this game want from me? Like, literally, game. Just tell me what you want from me. Just give me buttons. That wasn't correct either! I was behind him. I successfully jump attacked him, and he turned around, and so I hit him at the front. What do you want? Just tell me the buttons. Just tell me what button do I press and when. Because nothing that you are communicating is working. And you keep interrupting me by speaking to me. And trust me when I say. Sure. Okay, why did it work that time? Why did it work? What did I do different? No, it hasn't been. You're wrong. I don't like you. I'm not gonna like your fourth hidden secret either. Humph. I wish you did have corporealness so that I could actually stab you in the back. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that I did nothing different the time that it worked, which means I have absolutely no idea how to use this move. That's probably going to be a problem, because I bet I'm about to run into an enemy that I can't defeat without this move. And I do not understand how to do this move, and it does not make any sense to me. So, please be prepared for future Lady QAW's rage, because this might be worse than the stupid caravan. And this is a tutorial. I'm gonna neglect my daily sword practice so hard. Random skeleton monster. I am utterly enraged by this. There is no salvaging that experience. Trash. Horrible. Worthless. So frustrating. Okay. Whoop. Did you just light my horse on fire? You just lit my horse on fire. Clearly he's got a death wish. How they teach you the thing is way harder than the actual need for the thing. I hope so, because I can't do that. Like, I will never be able to do that on purpose. That's a problem. I don't even know what to tell you. Okay, I think, so I want to see if I can leave the city by a different route right now, because a thing that I noticed, is that there was a Goron sitting by one of the exits. Am I even going the right way? Okay, not bad. But when I was last here, none of the other exits were options. What now? Well, that's not trustworthy. Okay. This is not where I thought I was. Why is there a cave? Can I go through the cave? This is a terrible idea. So it was a different animation, Poison Darth Frog. That I think I could probably back up and try to find it. But the difference was, instead of a jump attack, he literally slid out of his roll, and it was an up slice, not a down slice. And so it's not supposed to be a jump attack, I think, despite the fact that that was what was being described by the words. It's fine. And so I think it might have been a timing of the A press while I was rolling, but I don't know what, because I thought I was doing the same maneuvers every time, which means one of the times that I did this, whatever I was doing with my directional stick didn't register, and it did a different animation. And so instead of, like, it was the hop roll was the same animation every time, but typically it was a hop roll hop that I was doing, and it was kind of a hop roll, and out of the roll was a sword. And so it definitely looked smoother, but I don't know what I did that made it different. I have 3 different walkthroughs open, all describing this differently. None of them described it well. None of them even got to the part where, like, properly they were explaining what it meant to double tap jump to get to the jump roll. Trash. Hi. Oh. You're expecting me to fix this bridge? Ugh. I thought you were gonna fix the bridge for me. Okay, well, that gave me nothing. That's fine. I know there's eventually supposed to be... There's also kind of supposed to be a way out of the city? Using... I'm on fire because of you. I have opinions about that. Yes, yes, yes. You're a very scary ghost. Good for you. Is there a waterway? I don't think so. Oh, it's a puppy. It's such a cute puppy. Kitty. Oh my gosh, chat. I think I might have just completely forgiven this game. I can pick up the cat. Look, look at the cat. The cat's snuggling me. Poison Darth Frog, thank you so much for redeeming pop-up bun for Lady Kiwi Wilt. I found. That is very much how I'm feeling about the fighting mechanics in this game. Again, like the concept of the Zelda game still exists, and the concept of the Zelda game I like. The adventure, the need to save the princess, the fighting mechanic ironically makes me want to stab things. But kitty. Can I leave the city with the kitty? Do I still have the kitty when I leave, or has the kitty not come with me? No, the kitty! No! Wait, where even am I? Oh dear, there's more floating lanterns here. Chad, I have never been in this part of the world before. I was hoping... What is that? How do I get there? Interesting. Oh, that's not a bug, but this is. I caught a ladybug! Uh-oh, chat, that means there's another bug in this area somewhere, and I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be here. That is a big Goron. I got another ladybug! What is trying to kill me? Unclear. Chad, I got some ladybugs. Oh. Uh-oh. I need to blow this up. But I only have fish bombs. If he drank some hot spring water, it might give him the strength to break through a big rock fall. Hot spring water. Okay. So hot spring water will give me a different access point. A female ladybug. Who would have thunk it? Yes. So I feel like I shouldn't be here. And the reason that I feel that is, first of all, the floating lantern over there, which is definitely some kind of Poe that I don't know how to fight yet. The other is that symbol. I don't know if you can really clearly see it on the top of that tower. There is like an octagon in red with like a yellow circle in the middle. If that is not a hookshot target, I will be very surprised. Because I've been seeing those for a little while, and it looks like a hookshot target to me. And if it is a hookshot target, then I can't actually interact with a bunch of this area. Like, I've seen them in other places where I can interact with other parts of the area. This is not a part of an area that I think I can interact with fully without the hookshot. So, we're probably just gonna go and be sad that our kitty didn't... Hold on. I found the kitty over here. Nope, not over there. I found the kitty over here. Will the kitty come back? There's many! Chat, there's so many. Chat, there's just kitties. They just live here. I need them all to feel loved. I need them all to feel loved. You could pick up the cats. What is this place? Giovanni? Okay. You're my bestest friend now, Giovanni. So many cats. Okay, the game's over, chat. This is where we live now. We're never leaving. If only I had some water, I could move these rocks. Stands there for the rest of eternity staring at the rocks. Listen, I'm about to stand here for the rest of eternity staring at the cats. I'm pretty sure that I'm Hyrule's resident crazy cat lady and that this person is going to be completely normal. The door is locked. But what about your cats? You have to feed your cats. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Uh-oh. Nope. Hold on. I was trying to pick up the ball. Can I interact with the ball at all? Oh my gosh, the cats are playing with the ball and I don't... Nope, I can only pick up the cat. Interesting. I love them. So a bunch of them cannot leave these steps. It's just the one cat that can leave the steps. So this cat is mine now. We're just gonna leave. I think we need to go this way. Am I gonna keep the cat as long as I'm in town? No! Literally, you cannot take the cat with you anywhere, Chad. Giovanni just making sure that I can't have happiness. I'm a very simple person. Do you see what I mean? Mixed reviews. I will break this game in half for making me sword fight, but I can pick up the cat. Okay. Stupid enemies. I'm busy. I am too busy for your ridiculous fire. I'm also a lot worse at fighting with the style of that thing. Wait, hold on. It's been a hot minute. Let's just save. Why not? We're here. Yes, please overwrite. I've spent so much time bug hunting. And I still haven't made it around to the north part of the field. But that's many more bugs than I had when I started. I have accomplished something. Okay. And now I need to go back towards the lake. I mean, that's quite accurate. I can't have a cat in real life, and so when a video game gives me a cat, I'm gonna keep that cat. So much Hyrule Field, it's ridiculous. Okay. I don't know of any way to just kind of jump into the lake, and so it's got to be the chicken game. Like, it's got to be the chicken game. I don't know of any other way to get down. Which, if this is the only way to get up and down out of Lake Hyrule, like, that's terrible. What a bad transition. Hi. Falby's Flight by Fowl. Are you ready for a flight full of dreams and sweet, sweet bonuses? I don't know where the Isle of Riches is, and I don't think I care. What are the rules? Okay. So, I see. There's a bunch of stuff in the air. I don't know what my destination is. This is going to get me down, but that's still not going to get me to Zora's domain necessarily. I don't know if I know how to get there. He looks like he hasn't slept since birth. It's quite a statement. How do I get to Zora's domain? Ah, well. I don't know enough about anything. Forever, probably. I think the chicken will turn on me and peck me to death before it runs out of feathers. There's so much Castletown stuff that I've just skipped over completely. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can just let go of this chicken anytime I want. But why would I want to? I don't know what he thinks the Isle of Riches is. I'm not doing a terrible job. I mean... That's the dude who doesn't want to talk to me, right? So rude. Okay, how do I get to your house? Yes, I know that. How do I get to your house? Well, I'm here now. So I made back some of my money, but that doesn't make any sense to me. There's got to be a different way to do it. And I just don't understand how, because the map movement, like the overworld movement, is like illogical. Like, have I missed something or did they not tell me something? Very unclear. Okay, see, this worries me because that looks like something that I can't climb. Okay, so collection. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Whoop. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh no, there's a swimming mechanic, chat. Oh, there's a swimming mechanic and I do not understand it. Nope. So there's a forward and back. So left and right makes sense. But I am used to A being like, okay, so you A mash. Swimming is A-mashing. Oh my goodness. So, I have a fast... What? One moment, please, with the iron boots. I have a fast travel system when I'm a wolf. Okay. Oops. When I'm a wolf, I can use the portals that Midna has, but I can't use them as a person. Is this... I don't think I can do both. So the problem is when I take these off, the current just yeets me. So that is clearly not how to get through Zora's. That's not how to get there. Technically swimming is leg mashing, but then so is walking. Very funny. Okay, how do I get out? Where am I now? Is that a bug? Or is that a lantern? That's a lantern. How do I get to where I'm trying to go? Is there a way? Nope. Not what I meant to do. So the swimming mechanic, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be a particularly good racer. But it's more reasonable than I expected it to be. So there's that at least. I don't know how to get to Zora's domain. Oh, there's more of them. Look at that. There's another lantern. I do not know how to get to Zora's domain as a human. If there's a way to use the portals as a human, I don't know how. Because there is a portal right in Zora's domain. But I don't have portals on my map anymore, and Midna, like, I used to have to talk to Midna to use them. Like, as a wolf, you just talk to her, and she goes, hey, do you want to warp somewhere? And as a human, you talk to her, and she says, we're going to the bottom of Lake Hylia. You should hold your breath. Which, like, valid, okay. I genuinely do not know where I'm supposed to go. Like, this is cool at all? Oh, there's a treasure chest down there. Don't hold your breath on me holding my breath. Like, okay, there's another lantern here. I don't think I can climb any of these walls. Like, I'm genuinely just trying to see if there is a normal way out. Because if there isn't a normal way out of the lake, which thus far it is looking like there isn't. Is it here? I got a stamp. Isn't that nice, chat? That's definitely what I was looking for. That was almost really good. Huh. Okay, back to the cannon guy. I'm gonna pay him to shoot me to the moon again. Apparently. And then we have to go back to looking? Like... This can't be the typical way that you're supposed to do this travel. Because it costs money. That doesn't make sense in an adventure game. And so there's got to be something that I'm missing. But goodness if I know what. Like, where have I not been? What have I not looked at? Well, that is true. It is annoying. And I remember, like, I was having trouble walking there some other way. Like, I think it was when I was a wolf because I didn't have bombs and so I couldn't blow something up. And so in order to do it, I needed to be a human so that I could blow a thing up. But I haven't been near that thing. This map is so confusing. And this map is overly stylized and therefore is not that helpful. Ow, I just scratched my elbow on my chair. Because I have only ever made it to Zora's Domain from the river before. Oh, love that. There's some overlap in the map. So, this is a waterfall. It is not pictured on the map, but that means that even though the map makes it look like I can't go here. I think that the current drops me off. Okay, so if this is Zora's Domain, the current drops me off here. That was the way I went to get to Castletown. And that is a different way. I just want to be here. How do I do this? If I go back here and jump in the water, will it let me? There was like a sewer system. There's a... Okay, there might be a map route. Ugh. This is extremely confusing. There might be a map route. As a wolf it did. And I guess that's kind of my point. I've never gone as a human, which means I don't know how. And it is not pictured on my mini-map, and so finding it is really annoying. It's pictured on my big map a little bit. I almost want to go this way. I don't know if there's anything specific or special about it, but I had to bomb it. This guy's just chilling, hanging out here. I have to bomb it from both sides. Well, that is an unfortunate loss of a fish bomb. That is okay. Do fish bombs still work when not underwater? We are about to learn. Great. They still work when not underwater. Is there a bug in that tree? Oh my gosh. Stop. Horse. No! Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. I am trying to catch a bug, and I scared it instead. Okay, bug. Don't run anywhere, bug. What kind are you? A stag beetle? Oh my gosh. I don't like this section of the field. Ooh. Arrows. Which I wasn't really using. How fun. So this is a section of this field that I haven't been in somehow? Because I hadn't found the stag beetle. Is there a stagette beetle? One presumes, but where? And if I don't find it now, will I ever find it? Oh! Okay, and an area where I can swim. Is that glowing or am I crazy? It is glowing, but it's not bug glow, which is somehow weirder. Ah, okay. So I came here in the water when I was trying to get to Castletown. Interesting. So I've been here as a wolf. I have not been here as a human. Okay. Okay. This bodes well for actually finding my way to where I'm supposed to be. Possibly. Except now I have to explore this whole little corner of field because I found a stag beetle and I haven't found the stagette beetle yet. Yay! I can just run over them. Kind of. Ooh, a heart. How nice. Interesting. Where would I find a stagette beetle? Usually they've been in the same area of map, but not necessarily in the same place. Oh my gosh, why did me jumping at you result in you damaging me and not you getting crushed under the absolute weight? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Now you forget to switch? This is utterly ridiculous. Apparently it thinks I'm going to be fighting these guys with arrows, which is adorable. Okay. Sure, I'll take some money. I was sort of looking for a stagette beetle, but I suppose The road thanks me for getting rid of the Corvins. I don't know where I'm going. This is fine. Okay. So, I can't find Staget right now. This is not netting me health, which is annoying. But this area is kind of new, so that I think I know what it is. Oh, yay. Ugh. Awful. Do I explore or do I go directly? Thank you for the arrows. Okay. Good job just missing everything, Link. Oh, interesting. Ooh, a heart. I will take a heart. Apparently I have to blow this up. So this is the very northern part of the map for me. Which makes me want to check here. Yeah, okay. Okay. So yes, there is apparently a way to walk to Zora's domain. And this game is insane. Like, all of these areas of map that I have never seen or had a reason to explore. And okay. I just want to know. So that I can blow up for sure. I don't know what's behind there, but it's something, not nothing. And then there's another section of field. Okay. Ow. That was very rude. Oh. So opponent can't go across this teeny little rock formation, so I guess we're going without. Sorry, bye Moosh. Apparently. Oh, thank goodness. So chat, there is a way into Zora's domain. Kind of. I remember the climbing, and I remember the rock. Oh my gosh. So many rocks. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Interesting. I don't really have bomb timing, which is fine. I was kind of planning to try to throw it last second. I did not succeed. That's okay. We found some water. Okay. So what I was here for was more bug hunting, I think. But I don't know where. I have a suggestion you're gonna hate, and then you did it. Listen, it was rolling down the hill at me. I had to do something. Apparently it worked. Interesting. Interesting. So the problem is, chat, that it's almost 9. Which means I don't think I'm finding these bugs today. I did eventually make my way back to Zora's Domain as a human. But I'm sure you understand why, like, this is just so confusing to me. This overworld is so confusing. And it's fine. We're getting there, but we sure are not efficient about it. And, like, even more than that, the combat just makes me... Ugh. I am very accustomed to combat in Zelda games. The combat in this game is requiring interpretation of its instructions that I have no ability to follow. Map is fancy, unhelpful. Like, literally. Oops. That's the button I wanted. Explain to me how I'm supposed to look at and interpret this map, because I will tell you right now, as someone who is not playing this game daily, when I first opened this map today, I was like, well, where have I been? Because I understand that these segments are blank, but it wasn't even really clear to me that I'd been to these spaces, because I think I was zoomed in here, and I was like, but what if I want to go here? Where's the lake? Where's the lake? These are all Hyrule Fields, and they don't even look like the Hyrule Field in my minimap. The Hyrule Field in my minimap is like a whole big circle of a bunch of fields, and and like you can't select it from here, and you can't... I don't know what it wants from me. I don't know how to tell what anything is. It's not a helpful map in general. It also kind of isn't helpful to me. Like, the minimap is unhelpful as well, because the minimap tends to show the region that you are in, and then it stops. So let me try to explain. This is the region that I'm in. It's Zora's Domain. And you see how down here, it just ends? Those are the area's exits. And so the minimap has a defined segment of the big map where it goes, you are in this segment right now, and it just cuts off. Now, I want to specify a couple of things. The first being, it just cuts off. It doesn't like really show you where you go next. And so there's an interaction between the minimap and the big map that you have to like cross-reference and go back and forth to try to figure out where would I go if I were to exit through this direction or through the other direction. So that's already a little bit confusing to begin with. But secondarily, the minimap has an issue because that cutoff would look the same if it were an exit from this area as if it were a part of this area that I have not explored yet. And that's a problem. And so I wish that I could go back in time and show you guys what I mean. Because, you remember, I took that weird route when I was trying to go from field to field. I was like, this is a weird route because on my mini map I could see that it was an end, and that end was unexplored. And I knew that because I remembered bombing that segment. That wasn't an exit from the area, it was just a spot I hadn't been to yet within the area. And so, because the minimap edges kind of show both, it's like, well, is this actually the end, or is that somewhere that I have to go? Now, in this case, it feels a little bit silly because in this case it's actually quite obvious that both of these are exits from the area because they go down past the screen. But say there were a little shoot off to the side here, I wouldn't know how to interpret that without going there. So the next time I'm in Kakariko Village, I should show you guys what the mini-map part of that looks like, because Kakariko Village has like 3 exits from it, and 2 of them go to the Hyrule Field, but they go to different sections of Hyrule Field, and one of them goes to Death Mountain, and they're just exits. Like, they're just the area ends, right? And so, like, you have to just have the whole overworld memorized. And that's impossible. That is an impossible task when you are at this stage of the game, wherein I am a human attempting to get to Zora's Domain for the first time ever. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to be able to explore and find that. That's part of the fun, is trying to figure out, where it's supposed to be part of the fun, is trying to figure out, like, how do I get back there? I was there as a wolf, and I know I got there through the giant evil pterodactyl, you know? Borderlands, but high fantasy? Ooh. I would probably like that better, because Borderlands is like dystopia, right? Which, like, leans in the direction of sci-fi. I feel like high fantasy... Wonderlands? Yes! Reskin it! Do it now! Free money! Oh, that's actually quite... Very good title. Very good title work there, Poison Darth Frog. So, like, basically, part of the adventure of this is exploring. And when I got to the point where I, like, found an area of the map where I was like, wait a minute, I haven't been here before, this is new, that actually made it fun again. But how did I know that I was supposed to go there? Like, how do you ever know what this game wants from you? This game is either, like, my experience of this game is either it is in tutorial mode and it keeps telling me what to do over and over and over again, and I can't make any decisions myself. That's often when I'm a wolf. Or it's giving me no help whatsoever and it's completely inscrutable. And there's no middle ground of just be a normal game. Have you tried being a normal game? I don't think it's tried being a normal game, chat. Have we checked in on Nintendo? Are they okay? So far, yeah, Wind Waker is still my favorite 3D Zelda. This one, no, not in terms of gameplay. It is, however, a very interesting, if horrifying, story. So I'm really looking forward to learning more about the story. We're gonna try to find Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Hack and slash of Diablo, but first person or third person over the shoulder. Interesting. So, next week, we're probably going to do a little bit more bug hunting because I did make my way to Zora's Domain, and that was where I wanted to go. And so we should try to find the bugs that are here, and we should probably try to find the lady stag beetle, stagette. And we should probably see if we can find more beetles. I don't know. We'll find a few more bugs. It's fine. We'll get some collection going. It's okay. Like, we're good. But then we will definitely have to go to the bottom of the lake. We can't just keep avoiding it. We could totally keep avoiding it, but we can't just keep avoiding it. So it would be nice to try to find the Phasmid, and it would be nice to try to find Stagette. And I think I'm supposed to be able to find a couple more bugs, so I'll try. We'll see. We'll see. I'm so mad about the dumb backslice. I still don't know what I did. I don't know what it wants from me. Chad, I just don't know what it wants from me. Skyrim, but faster and less monsters difficulty scales with your level constantly. I want to feel overpowered. That's kind of valid. If you like put the effort in to learn and advance throughout the game, it is nice to get to a point where you feel overpowered. But I also think it would be really interesting to have, like, and maybe this is more what you're talking about, like a slash 'em, beat 'em up style where you're just always overpowered, which I think might be that weird Warriors game. I have the Hyrule Warriors version, but I think there's a different one as well. That's something else. Like just always everything is small fry, and that's not the point of the game. Right? The point of the game is something else, but you always get that feeling of being constantly overpowered in combat. I would enjoy that. Starting off weak, but grinding and strategizing my way to being overpowered is your favorite. Yeah, I like it. I'm trying to think if I've played many games that do that because Nintendo usually is very stringent about experience. And so I think probably Lord of the Rings War in the North is my best example of that. Because every time you beat the final boss, you can just start a new game at your current level. And that means you go back to the starting area, but instead of being a level 1, you're like a level 38. And sure, you can level up to like medium or hard or legendary difficulty, but it still feels so easy. The Warriors games are over the shoulder. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, none of them are first person. Shadow of Mordor. I think I have that game, but I've never played it. It was recommended pretty highly to me. That was a good game. See? See, people like it. But that being said, people also like this game, and I am not knocking that. Definitely, if you like this game, good for you. You should. I am certain that all of the things that you like about it are valid. However, what I have learned is if you like this game, we maybe don't have perfect overlap between games that you like and games that I like. And so that's okay. Heavily combat focused, you probably wouldn't like it. You're learning. Thank you, Poison Death. Like, I hear from so many people that Shadow of Mordor is a good game, and it makes me go, oh, okay, then I should play it. And, like, that's an important thing to know about me. That, like, when I play the Zelda games, I'm in it for the adventure, and the combat gets in my way. Every time. I'm like, I hate it. So, if it's a heavily combat focused game, maybe I should watch someone else play it instead of trying it myself. Oh, you could get goblins to fight each other. That's that almost makes it seem worth it. But I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it, chat. I need to know my skill set. Okay. I think my internet is having some struggles or something. My computer definitely is. I've been doing this a long time. I have never tried an Arkham game. I've tried a Lego Batman game. That doesn't help. But I did find that the Lego Batman games are significantly more combat focused than some of the other Lego games because that's more the point of Batman. So I'm not surprised that an Arkham game is kind of like that. I have watched Kate play Arkham games, and so I've seen them, um, but I'm realizing that I've never really thought about what the experience of playing that game would be, which is really interesting. So again, I'm not trying to knock this game. If you like Twilight Princess, absolutely. I can see so many reasons why. Because when the game is not actively annoying me, I have an overall impression of it as a good game. Like, I have an overall impression, shockingly, I know, that I'm enjoying this game. My overall impression of this game is that I like playing it, chat, if you can believe that. And so, when it isn't actively making me want to break it in half, it definitely has qualities that I am enjoying. It has good game things. It's not really its fault. except it kind of is. It is definitely its fault that it's such a poor communicator. This game is a very bad communicator to the player, which means the more you play this, the better this gaming experience will be forever. Like, if I had played this game before and I was good at this game, I would love it. But that's not where we're at. And that's okay. I bet a second run through would be so much smoother than this. Like, knowing what's coming and being able to prepare for it and plan for it and have things ready, probably so much better than what's happening right now, because I'm off the cuff just having to deal with very, very silly things all of the time, is my opinion. But I do actually think at its core it's a good game. It's just a very different game from Wind Waker, which it knows, which I know, which everybody knows. And there are certain things about it that are getting on my nerves for a first time playthrough. But that's okay. We will still be back. Same time, same place. Hopefully there won't be a massive snowstorm, but I should be keeping up with my normal schedule of Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I play a little bit of Zelda right now. I play a little bit of Nintendo pretty much all the time. And we'll see if we can actually make it to the dungeon and get a little bit more used to the swim mechanic. Poison Frog, you are still the last at this time. At last, it has come time to kind of end the stream. I am seeing that the Dragon Feeny is live, which means a shocker. Shocker of all shock, chat. Can you you want to try guessing who we might be rating tonight? I'm very predictable. I just really like good CanCon. Bam. So we are going to raid the Dragon Feeny, who is a delightful Canadian streamer and so much fun to go hang out with. So we're going to go hang out over there. Thank you all for your patience while I tried really hard to stab my alter ego and failed miserably for a really long time. It's been a time. It's been delightful. We caught a bunch of bugs. We have like twice as many bugs as we used to. And that's pretty exciting. So, same time next week, we'll play a little bit more Twilight Princess. Thank you for being here, Poison Bug, and also thank you for being here, everybody else. I always have a wonderful time, and it's so nice to catch up with everybody. And I did really, really miss being here last week. So, hopefully, no more crazy inclement weather to like muck up my scheduling and everything. We're going to go hang out with Fiend. I hope you have a lovely, fun time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. And as always, until I see you next time, keep it cute. Bye, folks.